Okay. Hi, this is Wendy from Cape Cod Connections, and today we are pleased to interview Louise, who is going to tell us a little about Tai Chi.
Okay.
First, I'm wondering if you could just tell us a little bit about the history of Tai Chi. I know very little about it, and I think many of our audiences know even probably less than I do.
Well, Tai Chi has been around for thousands of years in different forms.
Okay.
The particular form that I do has been around for a few hundred years at least. And it was developed to protect people from the neighboring people who were trying to capture them, but it was closely guarded secret.
So it's just self-defense then?
It's a self-defense.
Ah,
Tai Chi
okay.
is a martial art. It's
Okay.
considered an internal martial art as opposed to the outward striking and punching and all of this. It's done slow motion. Most people do it for health reasons.
And how did you discover it?
I discovered it when I was 27 years younger than this.
Okay.
I was taking a massage from a therapist because of headaches, and as she was approaching my head area, she could feel the energy a little bit out of sync, and she likened it to a washing machine out of balance.
Okay.
And she said, maybe you should do yoga or Tai Chi. So I started with yoga, and then I started doing Tai Chi. And definitely is about internal energy balance as well as physical balance. I was using it for the internal.
Interesting. So I've been seeing more and more of Tai Chi when I go on YouTube. I see people doing different lessons or whatever. And so can you just explain how the movement moved from self-defense to become a big thing in the United States?
Well, I think when they were even doing it as the self-defense, they were doing it slowly. So it kind of camouflages that it's self-defense. If it's sped up, you can see a routine, much like some of the other martial arts. I don't know if that clarifies a little bit.
Yeah, I think a little bit. How did it become popular on Cape Cod, or how did you get involved with it on Cape Cod?
Okay, so I got involved because the massage therapist had suggested. I went to a woman who had learned it from Diane Hawksmeyer Rabinowitz, who brought it to the Cape over 30 years ago, quite a bit. Diane was unable to stay on the Cape, so the students formed a club, which is the Tai Chi Guangping Chuan Club of Cape Cod. And the club has been going now for 30 years. This particular shirt is a
it says 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary.
2025. Wow.
And it celebrates
Let's see.
the 30 years starting from 1995, which was the year of the pig,
Okay.
and going to 2025, which was the year of the snake.
Wow. So what is 2026? Just out of curiosity.
I knew it, but I forgot.
Okay. So how did you personally get involved as an instructor? Like, what motivated you? Were you a student first and then you just really loved it, or?
Well, I started learning with a woman named Terry, who was one of Diane's original students who went off on her own. Terry was unable to continue with it. She recommended that I call Diane, or Jen, who is one of the club teachers. Called Diane first. She said, come with me. So I finished learning the first pass through on the moves with Diane, and then she said, I'm going away again. So here's Jen's number. So that's when I joined the club. And on one of my first classes, I was doing a move, and not everybody is finished learning. And she said, I want you to practice with this person. Oh, what? She said, I've shown them the move. They just need somebody to pattern after. So that's how I got started. I went to a lot of classes. Jen in particular, that's Jen Kano, or Kano, is always interested in helping everybody improve their Tai Chi, not just the people who are learning the basics. And so I've been going to her classes forever, and she has asked for assistance, and so it's kind of evolved. And at heart, I'm a teacher anyway, so it's perfect.
So one last question, and then I'll turn it over to Paul. Is there a standard set of moves that you do each week, or do students learn something new each week, or how does that work?
Students who are learning are going to be instructed in one move per week. When they come back the next week, it'll be reviewed. If they need to fix something, they do that. If they feel confident enough to learn the next move, then we give them the next move. There are 64 moves in our form.
Okay.
Some of them are repeated, but never exactly the same. So it's a mental game.
So does somebody do all 64 moves in one session, or is it weekly? Do you do it for once each week?
Yeah, we start the class with some warm-ups. We start a set, which is all 64 moves. People who have learned, say, only 2 moves, do their 2 moves and then stop. And one of the teaching assistants will come out with them and do a review and teach them a new move. And then at the end of the class, we all get together again and do a full set.
Oh, fabulous. And do you have any age recommendations, since, you know, I'm in the 60s and Paul's a little bit older than I am, and I see some of the students in your class are younger, so is there any particular age that it's geared to?
And it's good for any age.
Okay, great.
It's tough for Americans who are goal-oriented and go, 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 have to be doing something to feel as if they're doing something when they're doing Tai Chi because it's so slow. But a lot of doctors are recommending it now to their patients because it's excellent in developing balance.
Oh, really? Okay. Fascinating. So anyways, thank you so much. And
So I'm going to show you the first couple of moves and then give instruction, how we learn it. Sometimes it's good to see what the whole thing looks like. This is called strike palm to ask Buddha. And this is the move. You can follow along, Wendy, if you want. We'll go through the details in a moment. This is just the first move, and it ends in this position. Doesn't look like a lot, but it's a coordination you're not used to. So let's start and see what the feet are doing. The feet are the root of our whole bodies. And we shift our weight, don't worry about the arms, to our left foot, keeping the body nice and straight. Shift back to the other foot. I'll call it the weighted foot. So now the first foot is now our unweighted foot. Sink down into your weighted foot. Bend the knee a little bit and let your unweighted foot reach out and kiss the ground with your heel. The toe is up. So trying that a couple times, you shift to the left, weighted foot. Switch weighted foots. Sink down. Let the unweighted foot come forward. And you can tell, and we keep the weight on the back foot, you can tell that it's unweighted because the other foot can lift. How's that feel?
good.
Okay. Now this is the first hint that this is martial art. The end of the first move would be like a karate chop. You've seen them break a brick or a piece of wood. So this part of the hand, the side of your palm, is the part that's going to strike. We're going to make believe that this hand is the wood, and you're going to strike towards the middle of that. So to get the idea of the strike, you could touch them. Left fingers are pointing across, right fingers pointing up. But the actual strike does not touch. So that's what we're aiming for. Let's see what the hands do. So imagine you had a big stability ball from the gym hanging in the air in front of you. We're going to take the hands out and touch the bottom of it and slide up the sides and onto the North Pole. It's about, your hands are about shoulder height. The ball disappears. Let the hands come back by your sides. Turn the palms forward. The ball is back there again. This time we'll slide up to the equator, and then we're going to bring the hands into strike palm position. Let's do that all together.
With the legs.
Just with the hands again to get feeling.
Okay, good. Okay.
Another analogy that my teacher uses is if it were a soap bubble with your grandchild, a big soap bubble. So feel that soap bubble, just slide up ever so gently to the top. Bring the hands down through it. Back by your sides, turn the palms forward. The bubble is back there. Come up halfway and into strike palm. So that's what the hands are doing.
Now we
When
have to
you're
do
putting
both
it
together.
together, do you
Uh-oh.
remember which side we
Right.
shifted to
First
first?
the right.
Actually, it was the left.
It was the left, but then you shift to the right, but then you go back to the left when you lift the left. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
Okay.
So we're going to shift to the left foot as we start to slide up the bubble. Now as we start to go past the equator, start shifting back. When you're at the North Pole, the weight is on the right foot. As you sink down, bend the knee so you're really cemented. Turn the palms around. Your unweighted foot will come out at the same time the hands come up into strike palm. How did that feel?
Good. I think I messed the hands up. Yeah.
We all do. So let's try it one more time.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Ready? Shift the weight, the hands start to slide up. Shift the weight back, they're at the top. Sink down, the knee is bending, that leg is ready to hold our whole weight. Turn the hands around. As they come out, they're bringing the foot with it and coming into strike palm. The right hand is striking towards the left. Left foot is unweighted.
Good.
Takes a while
It
to get
does.
to learn that, and learning this quickly is something you didn't expect today,
No,
is it?
I wasn't expecting a lesson.
Thank you. One more question.
Yes.
If people are interested in participating either with you or with the club in general on the Cape, how would they make contact in order to do such?
You can simply Google Cape Cod Tai Chi. That's T-A-I-J-I or T-A-I-C-H-I. Both are variations on how we spell. And that'll bring you to the Cape Cod Guang Ping Yang Tai Chi Chuan Club. You can see why it's fun to abbreviate it. And inside that website is a list of who the teachers are, how we join the group, when the classes are held, what types of shoes are good to wear, and probably a lot more that I can't even remember now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. And we will put a link at our website too. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Maybe you two might be willing to
Should we do a
do
photo
what
with our
you
arms
do-
like this?
Do what you do together at the end of your
Okay, yeah.
class.
What's the thing? Namaste?
Kind
Or?
of thing.
Okay, what we do is we make the right fist, left hand. So this, I'm trying to remember what it's described as, and I can't remember. So this fist is going to touch this palm, and you can bow from the hips, keeping the eyes up.
Like this.
So it's an acknowledgement.
Was it in sync?
Yeah.